Hey, this is Erika Awakening from topsmarter.com. This is day 28 of the 30-day World Peace Challenge. Thanks for still being here and staying committed. This video is going to be about shame. As we've talked about in some of the other videos, all the answers are already there. But if we have shame, we're not going to be seeing them. If we don't feel deserving of having all of our problems solved, or we have other hidden secret fears and secret vows with the ego, then we're going to not allow the solutions to manifest. So this will be letting go of some of that deep, deep shame. Don't worry if you don't have the religious beliefs, for example, that are mentioned in the video. We're clearing at the level of the collective unconscious, where everybody has this stuff. Whether you practice religion or not, it really doesn't matter. This stuff is in the collective unconscious, so it's affecting you anyway. Might as well get it cleared. Okay, let's get on Karate Chop here. Even though I don't see how there's ever going to be world peace, when we don't feel ourselves worthy of having these problems solved, there's so much shame. We're unconscious of the shame. So we react to it instead of clearing it out. We get defensive and angry. We get strident and self-righteous. But we don't allow the problems to get solved. We attack, we get revenge. That never really solves anything. If we didn't have all this shame, all this separation from God, this deep sense of unworthiness, we wouldn't have to fight to get the problem solved. The answers are already there. I just don't know how to reach them. I love and accept myself anyway. Let's go on the top of your head. Even though there's so much shame, so many injustices in the world, God did not create a meaningless world. But I'm looking at a meaningless world. And some of these problems have been around for years. I don't know what it's going to take to solve them. Part of me thinks they'll never get solved. I took secret vows with my ego that I don't even remember, to separate from God. These blocks in my throat chakra. This part of me that's not even allowed to speak about this. I vowed never to return to God. I vowed never to end the separation. I vowed never to awaken from the dream. I vowed never to unite with my brother. I vowed to be isolated and alone. I vowed to never have these problems solved. Because I wanted the illusion of separateness. I wanted to believe the dream is real. I wanted to play in duality for a while. Duality has become very tiresome. It's very painful. Not really fun anymore. Still, there's a part of me refusing to let it go. And especially refusing union with my brother. Maybe I can even reconcile relationships. But that's only if they stay far away from me. I don't want them anywhere near me. I don't want to live with them. I don't want to share my life with them. So I've got to hold on to all this injustice. Hold on to all these good reasons. To keep holding grievances against my brothers. And never have union with God. I refuse to have the easy answers. I don't want this to be easy. If it were easy, that would make it obvious that I created all the problems in the first place. I can't pretend anything out there is real. I refuse to awaken from the dream. I refuse to let go of this shame and unworthiness. I'm going to punish myself with separation forever. I'm going to punish myself with problems forever. I refuse to let go of idols. There are some things I'm still really angry that I don't have yet, and I refuse to let them go. It's not fair. I was supposed to make the world the way I wanted it, in my image. I'm not going to let pollution get solved. I'm not letting disease and aging get solved. I'm not letting death get solved. I'm not letting war get solved. I'm not letting scarcity and poverty get solved. I choose to be powerful anyway. Alright, let's go back and karate chop. Even though my ego is in mega resistance right now, I'm not going to let this tapping work. I refuse to let go of idols. I refuse to let go of the vows I made to stay in ego consciousness. I have forgotten what I really am, for I mistook my body for myself. Sickness is a defense against the truth. But I am not a body, and my mind cannot attack. So I cannot be sick. All that is ever cherished as a hidden belief, to be defended though unrecognized, is faith in specialness. This takes many forms, but always clashes with the reality of God's creation and with the grandeur that He gave His Son. What else could justify attack? For who could hate someone whose self is His and whom He knows? Only the special could have enemies, for they are different and not the same. And difference of any kind imposes orders of reality and a need to judge that cannot be escaped. What God created cannot be attacked, for there is nothing in the universe unlike itself. But what is different calls for judgment, and this must come from someone better, someone incapable of being like what He condemns. Above it, sinless by comparison with it. And thus does specialness become a means and end at once. For specialness not only sets apart, but serves as grounds from which attack on those who seem beneath the special one is natural and just. The special ones feel weak and frail because of differences, for what would make them special is their enemy. Yet they protect its enmity and call it friend. On its behalf, they fight against the universe. For nothing in the world they value more. Specialness is the great dictator of the wrong decisions. Here is the grand illusion of what you are and what your brother is. And here is what must make the body dear and worth preserving. Specialness must be defended. Illusions can attack it, and they do. For what your brother must become to keep your specialness is an illusion. He who is worse than you must be attacked so that your specialness can live on his defeat. For specialness is triumph, and its victory is his defeat and shame. How can he live with all your sins upon him? And who must be his conqueror but you? Would it be possible for you to hate your brother if you were like him? Could you attack him if you realized you journey with him to a goal that is the same? Would you not help him reach it in every way you could if his attainment of it were perceived as yours? You are his enemy in specialness, his friend in a shared purpose. Specialness can never share, for it depends on goals that you alone can reach. And he must never reach them, or your goal is jeopardized. Can love have meaning where the goal is triumph? And what decision can be made for this that will not hurt you? Your brother is your friend because his father created him like you. There is no difference. You have been given to your brother that love might be extended, not cut off from him. What you keep is lost to you. God gave you and your brother himself. And to remember this is now the only purpose that you share. And so it is the only one you have. The fear of God and of your brother comes from each unrecognized belief in specialness. For you demand your brother bow to it against his will. And God himself must honor it or suffer vengeance. Forgiveness is the key to happiness. Forgiveness offers everything I want. All right, take a deep breath. Check in with your body, see what's going on. So, the ego is in full rebellion. I don't know if you can feel it. There's tremendous tension. And we don't want the video to get too long. So we're not even going to try to shift it. Just be aware of the fact that the ego hates this. It does. And also we just got our clue about video 29 is going to be a special in this video, because if you want to get right down to the heart of why we don't have world peace, that is the idea right there. So we're going to do that in video 29. I want to thank you for being here. I really appreciate you sharing the journey. And I also want to remind you that we have lots of other 30-day challenges that are very powerful at tapsmarter.com/store. And not only will you get amazing results from these programs if you commit to them, your financial contribution by purchasing the products makes it possible for me to do things like this free 30-day challenge. It helps me cover all the expenses, you know, the video equipment, the website expenses, the living expenses, and everything else that people don't see that goes into producing this content. So your generosity is greatly, greatly appreciated. And remember, all that I give is given to myself. The more you give, the more you're going to get back anyway. You might as well. Alright, that's at tapsmarter.com/store, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 29. Take care.